and it's a glorious day here in Shropshire in the UK, and I just thought I would drop a quick video to show you about dahlia disbudding and also to test out a new mic. So you may notice a new fluffy little creature that I've got here, and I want to make sure that it's working okay. So if at the end of this you can drop some comments to see whether the sound's okay, that would be fantastic. If you're interested in what the mic is, then I'll cover that now. If you're waiting for the bit about the dahlia disbudding, then that will come just after. So skip along until you get to the dahlia part if you're not at all interested in the mic. With this new mic, you might be hearing a lot more animal noise around me because the cows seem to be going berserk at the moment. Typical when I just started recording. Anyway, the reason why I got a mic was my last couple of videos seemed to be, or the sound was really quite quiet. And I don't know whether that was me using my old mic wrong, whether there was a problem with the mic, or whether there's just a problem in general with me and sound quality. So I had some Amazon vouchers burning a hole in my pocket, so I thought I would buy a new one. Now the previous mic was cheap as chips, and it was a cable link from my phone to the mic that I had attached to me. So you'll notice in a lot of the old videos there was bunches of cable in my pocket as I'm trying to avoid it. That cable was particularly long. I've got a feeling it could be 6 meters. So there's a lot of cable to hide, but when I bought it, I thought 6 meters would be great. I'm not going to be more than 6 meters away from the camera, therefore all will be well. In reality, 6 meters on the ground was a mess and just got tangled. 6 meters in my pocket just got tangled. So I was constantly detangling it, and it was just a nuisance. Pulls the camera over if I kept it too short. I could trip over it if I get it too long. So I thought the way to go would be a wireless microphone. Hence the new fuzzy feature I've got on my top. I didn't know which one to buy, but there was a budget of these vouchers that I had. The one that I've ended up with is a DJI Mic. The original version and not the 2, so it's not Bluetooth connected. My funds didn't justify that. But the reason why I got this one was the reviews were good, and not only does it have the usual clip-on thing, by the way, I hate these mics. I don't normally wear tops that they naturally sit on, or certainly they didn't with the old mic, although this seems a bit more robust, so it does sit kind of nicely. But anyway, this one has what I'm hoping is a handy magnet, which means I can somehow play around with it, but stick it inside my top so it's not so obvious so I haven't got this hairy thing. And if it is inside my top, I perhaps don't need the hairy wind thingy on it. So I'm going to try it for the rest of the video with it underneath like this and see how it works. So we are looking at dahlia disbudding, and I'm not sure whether, because there has been such slug damage this year, I'm not sure whether we have a mass of extra dahlia buds all at once. So normally I would harvest my dahlias once a week, and by the next week at the same time there's enough to keep me going again. This year I can see lots of buds, so let me show you closer. If we look at the dahlias, we have got lots of flowers coming through, which is fantastic, and we've also got lots of buds coming through, some of which I think is going to be too much all at one go. If we look at this particular stem, it is really thick down here. We have a stem coming up here, which leads us to our flower. But on that same stem, we've got a bud. We've also got another stem with some more buds. So disbudding is really just about removing these extra stems so the plant can focus on one flower and produce a good length stem with a good sized flower. In disbudding, you would remove all of the additional buds so that you can focus on this bud, this particular flower flowering. So that would mean cutting off that, cutting off that, so that's 3 buds, and then cutting off that, which has also got a potential of 1, 2, 3, 4 buds on it. But now we're focusing on growing that particular flower. And that is simply it. We could just, in this instance, let me see what, you could, if you notice here, you've got a smaller one here, so I could just, if you catch them early enough, take that off there now, and that one will focus on growing that with a lovely long stem. I've left a lot of these to get too long because I was just so desperate to get anything to flower, because I just thought the plants would die because of all the slug damage. So that is it really. Removing the buds so the plant can concentrate on growth of the flower and a good stem length. Well, that didn't go quite according to plan. I started pottering around doing other bits and bobs, took off my mic, forgetting about the magnet, and I've lost it. My own fault, I've just pulled it off. So now I have a rather attractive back of a brooch, which is also magnetic. So it actually looks a little bit better than the magnet that was provided with the mic, but let's see whether this works. So back to disbudding dahlias. If you want perfectly formed dahlias, so perfect heads, really long stems, then disbudding is the way to go. But if you want maximum flowers and can cope with shorter stems, or if you are happy to only pick the flowers as and when you need them, so therefore the extra buds are allowed to flower and you can deadhead them when you need and the other flowers can continue to grow, then disbudding is not essential. I generally don't disbud because I don't really need that longer stem in what I do. I dry them, and so the stem length, I mean, I don't want titchy, but I don't need really long, because when you're using them in dried arrangements or like wreaths and things like that, you're cutting them short anyway. So it doesn't really matter to me too much. So I'd rather have flowers. I have got an awful lot of buds, as I think, that could potentially overpower the dahlias as I'm looking at them now. But I'm not that inclined to do too much, or to make too much effort in reducing those numbers for my purposes. So you've got to take into account how you use your dahlias, or how you want to use your dahlias, and decide whether Disbudding is for you. Anyway, until next time, happy gardening.